Okay, Coach Kuykendall here once again, coming in with some of our tee work that we're going to go to. Once again, reminder, pitchers trying to get us out by location, side to side, up and down, and by rhythm and timing. So right now we're not getting to the rhythm and timing yet on a live arm coming at us, but we're still working on our tee, trying to create great muscle memory from tee work that we're going to carry over into either our front toss or to our live session. All right, pitcher trying to get me out. Last session we said the plate is 17 inches wide. There's really three places we're going to go: in, middle, and away. Okay, in, middle, and away. The really good pitchers aren't going to give you too much middle. They're going to go in and away pretty consistently. All right, so in, middle, away, if you can see, Z is going to slow-mo every spot here to the in pitch of where his hands are going to be. So he's in, and he's meeting that ball inside pitch and driving that there. Notice where his bat's out front a little bit more. Obviously, he's driving that ball left center field and in. And if he's driving that ball back up the middle, point of contact's actually going to be right here, right? And if he's driving the ball to right center field, his point of contact's going to be there. That could be fastball, that could be breaking ball, change up away that he sat back on. All right, so what does this have to do with the tee? Well, we want to place our tee depending on what pitch I'm working on. All right, so with Z right now, we're just going to work on the inside pitch, which means where does he stride with his foot? If that was the case where the ball was out front more, he's going to want to stride behind the ball to where he emulates and simulates the live pitch here as a muscle memory, and his bat path will actually come through that inside pitch consistently. So, young hitters, here's the deal. When you get on the inside pitch, dads, your sonmate's probably going to start going away again from the plate. Probably going to start creeping away because it feels uncomfortable to stand on top of the plate like that. Don't let him do that. So as a hitter, you got to stay in there because we're trying to drive that ball back to left center field and get my hands through. It defeats the purpose if you're off the plate going out. Once again, we're casting out. So Z's going to come in and work on point of contact. And so he wants to be in on the plate, and notice his stride foot's going to land behind the baseball a little bit more than the one up the middle. Okay? And Z's a big guy here, so sometimes pitchers will actually try to throw in on him to try to tie him up. Okay? Good. So remember, he's striding behind. Even when he's done, he's still behind the tee. Now we go to the middle. Remember where we said when he strides, he's going to be about even with the baseball, maybe a little behind, because that point of contact is going to be back up the middle. Back up the middle. Good. So he's driving the ball right back up the middle, and then we're going away. So now he's going to stride slightly, even to slightly in front of the baseball, because he really was working on his bat path, driving the ball to right center field. Boom. Now notice his foot there. So notice how he's in front of the tee, right? So he's in front of the tee a little bit because he's driving that ball. The ball's traveling away a little bit more. He's letting the ball travel. He doesn't want to, what we call rolling the ball over into a double play, right? Sometimes most pitchers will try to throw outside and down with the hope of enticing a ground ball that a hitter won't have discipline. Get out there, what we call rolling the ball over, and hit a ground ball to the shortstop. Next thing you know, the guys at the middle are going 6-4-3. And they're back in the dugout, right? So this drill will help Z know I'm going to sit back, drive the ball right center field when it's pitched away. Okay, so that's in and out, in and out. Now we talk about going up and down the zone. A lot of hitters, even our good high school hitters, college hitters, when they hit on tees, sometimes if somebody's not around or they're not reminding each other, or they got great player leadership, they'll kind of leave the tee at the same spot. Which the only thing I would argue, there's sometimes to get a feel-good swing and to get some feel-good BP, but if you're going to try to emulate game once again, we want to go up in the zone and down in the zone. That's exactly like a pitcher's trying to do in a real game, right? So I'm going to bring in a ball up in the zone, and sometimes we like to say up and in, so I'm going to make Z hit an up and in pitch. He's a little bigger kid, so up and in, top of the zone. So sign goes top of the zone, and this is as old as the moon. Most hitters, particularly at our level, will go high and in, and the very next pitch, we're not surprised if it's down and away or a low pitch on the outside part of the plate. So we're going to come here. Z is going to move. You can move the tee if you want, but your hitter can be there. So once again, he's already worked on it. And he's going to stride slightly in front. Now he's going to go down and away. Okay, good. So we're looking for that down and away pitch to be either driven up the middle or the other way. And you're going to get a good feedback on that. Okay, now with that said, Zion here, he might work on up and in pitch for quite a while. So let's say we do 4 or 5 swings because he's really working on his hands getting through. Maybe he's been jammed or guys have been able to get him out inside. So we're going to work on that. However, I would say try to get as live game time as possible with some things in sequence. What does that mean, in sequence? Well, in sequence would mean we'll do 1 pitch up and then the very next pitch low. So we're going to do that in about 4 swings. Pretty super key piece here though. So we get into a game-like situation and to see where he's at. Okay, ball's in. Next one takes more time. You as a player or partner or a coach, you have to get the tee and adjust it every single time, but it's worth it. And down and away. Okay. For Z, I'd like to see him hit that ball a little bit more to right center field, right? Unless we have a short porch that's 290 down the left field line, then I'm telling him get on the plate and jerk everything out of the yard, right? But so we're coming up here. He's going, bang. Okay, he's there's in. He gets his hands in. It's great feedback, and then down and away. Good. Okay, so those are some things that we're trying to get the muscle memory. Once again, location side to side, and then really practice your tee up and down. The biggest thing is don't make sure you don't get caught doing the tee the same spot every single time, because a real pitcher, the higher level you go, the better the pitcher is, they're not going to give you that little sugar cookie right there every single time, right? They're going to move it around on you a little bit. One more drill for you on the tee is we call it to and through, double tee drill. This is for guys that would maybe be pulling off the ball. So actually these Tanner tees are great. I don't work for Tanner, but these are Tanner tees. And one slightly maybe up, and one, the bat path is coming up a little bit. And so we want Z to hit both baseballs going through, because he's really going to try to get what we call to it and through it. And the idea is for him to get his bat path not to roll out early. Good, so we hit both. Some of your hitters you may see, particularly if they roll off at a younger age, a lot of guys will come here and what we call roll out really quick. They'll hit the first one and they'll miss the second one. And so I believe at the camp we called something shoulder to shoulder, where Z's up to bat. Go ahead and get in your stance, Z. His chin is starting really with this shoulder. And when he's done swinging, his head's going to be down and through that other tee. Go ahead and slow-mo it down here. His head's back, and notice his chin now on that other shoulder, to it, through it, and he's still down through. All right, good. And last drill here. Last one, just to see your eyes get down. I stole this drill from Mike Sweeney, played for the Royals. I think he's in the Kansas City Royal Hall of Fame. But he would put baseballs, he was a guy that would sometimes just pull off the baseball. So he put a ball in front of the plate, and what he would do is he would hit the first ball and he would make his eyes look down at the second ball when he was done hitting, right? So Z's going to hit that, and then he's going to hit the second, and he's going to look down and keep his eyes down at that second ball. That's just going to create a habit of staying to it and letting it travel through and getting going. So I don't even want to look up. The ball will take care of itself. Young hitters will sometimes hit and they want to see where the ball went, where'd it go, and their head's up and everything. So here, let the eyes go down and direct there. So there's a few of the tee drills I know we worked on, and hopefully that'll help.